Almost there. Almost there. Are you almost there? How close are you? How close are you to doing the right thing? Winston Churchill, often credited, was saying that Americans will always do the right thing only after they've tried everything else. Wow. Presumably, he was talking about the United States finally entering World War II on the side of the Brits and the Allies, or perhaps he was talking about how long we waited to jump in on World War I a couple decades earlier. Either way, we take his point. Eventually, after trying everything else and presumably failing, we get around to doing the right thing. Now, whether or not he said it is a matter of some debate. There are folks who would attribute that quote, or at least a phrasing of it, to others. I won't go into that, and we're not likely to settle it in this conversation. What we can settle, though, is how long it takes for you or for me to get to that point of doing the right thing. And what does that even mean? Is it something as mundane as correcting a cashier who's given you more change for your purchase than you have due? Is it leaving a note for the person whose bumper you scraped in the parking lot, whether there was damage or not? Is it picking up that piece of litter in that beautiful spot out in nature, even when you're the only one there? Integrity is often defined as doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. What about when they are watching? What about when all the eyes are trained on you? Do you find that it's less difficult or more difficult to do the right thing? Is it easier for you to put your fist in the air and shout, or to stand in silent solidarity with those who do not? The amount of pressure that you're exposed to from the regular media, people on social media, the Twitterverse, and everywhere else, the pressure seeks to mold you like some other piece of Play-Doh into some sort of being that they, whoever the hell they are, would have you become. You get it from your children, if you have. You get it from your coworkers, if you have those. You get it from your quote unquote friends. And I'm sure that you've got some folks who fit into that category. But where in your life do people try to hold you hostage to their approval of you, of your actions, of your beliefs, and of your values? Have you been threatened with cancel culture? Those tactics? You face rejection? Have you been labeled as a radical or a racist? And it doesn't matter which side of any issue you're on. Someone out there likely thinks that you're either too ignorant and stupid to see the world their way, or that you're some sort of a sociopath or psychopath if you don't feel and react to the world in the way that they deem is appropriate. Now, let's be clear, friend. I don't care. I don't care if you're to the right of Steve Bannon and Michael Flynn, or if you're to the left of Bernie Sanders and AOC. Doesn't make two shits to me. Probably shouldn't say that. Fact is, somebody's going to castigate you and label you and work to make sure that you're considered less than human for not conforming to their worldview. I might even feel a bit that way myself. If you don't have the integrity to stand for what you believe, because if you don't, I'm not sure we got a lot to talk about. But I'd have you consider that it's easier for you to have integrity in the safety of your own thought bubble, in the safety of your own tribe, or in the safety of your algorithmic news feed than it is for you to do it in public. Where do you stand when the lights are on? Are you transparent? Does the light flow through you and maybe get a little bit refracted and changed, but it's available to others? Or do you block the light? Are you opaque, casting shadows throwing shade, if you will, on those around you because you fear being authentic in public? What does it take for you to get to the point of doing the right thing? How long is the list of failures you are willing to endure before you accept the reality of what needs to be done and choose to be willing to do it, despite the consequences? I don't know you, friend, and I can't answer that for you. I can only speak for myself. And I'll tell you this, it's a challenge for me. Some days it is. Yeah. Some days it takes all I have to do the right thing and live my values both in public and in private. I'll share this with you, though. It's worth the effort. When I lay down at night and I'm tired and I'm exhausted and I can reflect and decide whether I lived up to my own expectations or whether I let myself and others down. But I got to tell you, most nights I sleep pretty well for the work. And wherever you may be, I really hope that's true for you as well. So, how close are you to your ideal? Are you almost there? Only you know. I'll leave it there. You've got my take. What say you?